First of all, I want to congratulate you for being here, because the truth is most people are stuck in health victim, meaning they don't believe that they have the power and tools to read the analytics of their own body, and so they're relying on other people to tell them how and what to do in order to take care of their beautiful organisms. So you are in the 1% of the 1%, because even most health conscious people don't do what you are doing right now, which is learning how to read the analytics of your body so that you can know exactly what's going on and what to do about it without needing someone else's input. Because here is the truth. Health has become a really cerebral activity where there's a lot of time spent Googling and searching and listening to experts. Now, what's missing in all of that? It's listening to your own body, right? So this is your invitation and acknowledgement for the work you are doing right here, right now. Yes, I'm so grateful you came. So today's conversation is all about amma, this icky, sticky, goopy, oopy stuff that clogs your body when your digestion is impaired. And remember, you are not what you eat. You are what you can digest, assimilate, and absorb, and what you don't. And this is a critical distinction, because I don't care how many superfoods or fancy supplements you're taking. If you don't have the gut health to absorb it, you just have really expensive poop. Nobody wants to spend money on shit, at least I don't. So let's turn that paradigm around so that you can optimize your vitality, your wellness, and your investment in your supplements. So what is the first sign that you have a toxic overload of sticky, icky goop in your body that we call amma, which means undigested, right? The number one sign is fatigue. Like if you're somebody that just has to have coffee first thing in the morning, if you're taking naps throughout the day, if you're sluggish and tired no matter what, it's time to take a look at this. Now, the other thing to consider is, do you like what you are doing? Are you engaged in work that fulfills your soul's purpose and mission? Or are you slaving away in a job because it pays you good money, because you're supposed to be doing this, because there was some familial pressure, or even because that's what you think you're worth? This is an important question to ask yourself, because when you're doing work that is out of alignment with your soul's mission, your body will literally shut down. It's like, no, stop doing this. Why are you torturing me? Don't be the person that tortures your soul. Now, if that's not you, then listen on, because we are always looking for confluence. What is confluence? Confluence is when two or more things are pointing to the same thing so that you have increased evidence that it is true. Which leads me to the second point. How do you know when you have amma built up in your body? By looking at your tongue. Now, this is something that I personally struggled with for years, and it was because, unbeknownst to me, I was eating the wrong foods for my digestive type and my constitution type. And this was creating a lot of undigested food gunk, amma, that was clogging my whole body. And what happened as a result was that I developed chronic back pain that would leave me unable to walk for a week of every month for 15 years of my life. This is no hyperbole. This is how much the wrong diet and the wrong food combining habits can wreak havoc on your life. So back to the tongue, how can you tell if this is you? Well, by looking at your tongue, right? If your tongue has a thick white coating on it, this same coating is lining your entire gastrointestinal tract. The cool thing about the tongue is that it is a map of your organs. And as an Ayurvedic practitioner, I have been trained to look at people's tongues and understand how well they are or are not digesting. And you can too. The thicker the layer of goop, the more work you have to do. But fear not, the first step in solving any problem is knowing that it exists. And I'll get to some remedies at the end. What's the third sign that you have a buildup of amma in your body and that it has now moved from your GI tract into circulation? If you don't sweat. And this is really important to understand, because if you are at the place where you have so much amma that it has moved into circulation and you aren't perspiring, this is a critical stage of pathogenesis in which you need to take care of this now, or that stuff is going to start lodging in the deeper tissues where there is space. That's why I had the chronic inflammation in my nerve endings in my back. I was training capoeira. A centrifugal force was created, pushing all that gunk right there. And when it gets into circulation, besides having that difficulty sweating, you might have things like acne. And not to mention that it can be really stressful when it's super hot. Like, I live in Austin, Texas, and if I don't sweat when it's hot outside, like, I don't feel good. I feel unsafe and my body will overheat. So pay attention to this, because sweating is a really important function of health. What is the fourth sign that you have this buildup of gunk in your digestive system and body? You have no appetite. Your body is so supremely intelligent and really compassionate as well. If you think about all the shit you have put this vessel through without ever even saying thank you. Like, when is the last time you just stopped and said, my God, thank you. Thank you for what you do, right? Like, most of the time we only pay attention to our bodies when something is wrong. So when you've lost your appetite, it's because your body is trying to get you to stop eating so that it can start to clear out some of this gunk that has built up in your system, right? Because when you keep consuming food, your cells are preoccupied and they don't have the space and time to deal with deep cleaning that needs to happen. This is why intermittent fasting is such a beautiful thing, especially in this condition, because it gives your body more of a break. Now, you still need to understand proper food combining and your digestive type so that you can follow the appropriate remedies, diet, and lifestyle. And this can be a really powerful tool on that path. And the last sign that you got a lot of amma creating some drama is you got stinky poop that smells like goop. Whoo! Like, if you're that person, you're like, oh my God, I can't have my lover stay over because if I have to poop, it's gonna smell so bad. Or you're like in the bathroom, you're like, fan work, spraying everything with air freshener. And this is a regular part of your life. It is time to take note, because poop is not supposed to stink. And I know some of y'all are going, all poop stinks. No, all poop does not stink equally. And people with amma know what I'm talking about, because it's like messed up how bad it smells. I know, I used to have it, and it was like really stressful if I had to take a poop in public, because it was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. So if that's you, then this is beautiful, because it's your body telling you something and that you get to do something about it. Okay, I've broken down all these signs and symptoms that you have amma. You're probably wondering, okay, what am I supposed to do? So some really simple things you can do are drink fresh ginger tea, 2 cups a day. Drink cumin, coriander, fennel tea, 2 cups a day. Basically sticking to hot water with things that have a detoxifying effect. You can take Triphala at night. And really the best thing to do at this point is to do a gut health reset by doing a cleanse. And I have created an incredibly simple, easy to follow, and highly effective cleanse that I will link to below. So if you are wanting support on your journey, if you want to go deeper into understanding your digestive type so that you know how to eat for your body, for your constitution, then this is for you. And I'm so excited to share it with you. You're also going to get a khichdi recipe, tea recipes, wonderful chutney recipe, and I'm gonna hold your hand through the process so that you're not confused and doing it all alone. The other nice thing is that in contrast to juice cleanses or extreme fasting, this is much gentler on your body, right? Not all constitution types are supposed to fast. So if you're a Vata dominant person or you just don't have that much strength, this is really the right cleanse for you. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know what's landing and if you have any questions. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, tell your friends about me. It is my honor to serve as your health sovereign Ayurvedic practitioner, building strong communities by taking radical responsibility for our wellness. That is what we are doing here together. Sending you so much love. Mwah.